Hey travelers, we are cruising in Alaska, this time with HX on an expedition voyage on the 500 passenger cruise ship Roald Amundsen, and we're going to head farther west than we ever have before in Alaska before, going all the way out to the Aleutian Islands, some of the most remote communities you're going to find in Alaska. In this video, I'm going to show you all of our expedition activities that we get up to, the visits ashore in those communities there, and of course, a full tour of this ship. In fact, let's start with that part right now. We'll start here showing you some of the restaurants. This is on deck 6. You see they have a model of the ship. Getting your first look of the inside spaces here. This is the Freidheim restaurant, casual eatery. They have an early risers breakfast going on right now. They also have lunches and dinners. We had a themed dinner there last night. Filipino dining specialties. They also will have a Tex-Mex menu coming up later in the trip. And you've got your boards that show the layout of the ship. Main elevator bank here. Looking down toward deck 5. Pop down there to show you the space there. They do a lot of equipment exchanges and gearing up for going ashore in this area. But you have some seating areas off to the side and mostly passenger cabins. I'm going to show you a tour of our cabin, incidentally, in a separate video. I'll link that in the description box for this one. There are water bottle filling stations. You'll find on all the decks they give you water bottles in your room. We'll continue on 6 because a lot of the activities happen up here on deck 6. Showed you the Freidheim restaurant. This is One. It's early in the morning here, but we'll peek in there later when we are dining. Breakfast, lunch, and dinner here as the main restaurant here as well. Give you a little look at that now once it opens. Aune serves breakfast, lunch, and dinner using a buffet setup, although there are a few meals during the trip that will use standard menu style service, as well as a seafood extravaganza one time during the cruise. And this main corridor here has the shops. Boutiques will open during certain times of the day and during the voyage. You have your guest services and reception in here. Back in this area is the Science Center, so they'll have a lot of the lectures and activities going on in the Amundsen Science Center. Coffee service here. All sorts of resources and materials available here. Classes and activities. You see the library, the microscopes. So there's a lot of citizen science available to take part in here. And then you come through to this room here, and it is the lecture hall. So they'll have a lot of lectures, gatherings, briefings, discussing the day's activities, safety briefings when you first come on board, and the like. And when you pop out this way, access the observation decks. So this is an internal sort of covered area down here on 6. But if you pop up the staircase, you'll reach an area that's quite popular, the bow viewing area that people gather on throughout the day to look for the wildlife. First day out here, we did see quite a few orcas on our way on the inside passage coming through here. And that looks right up to the bridge area there. And that is our suite, actually, number 801. I told you I'll have a tour of that in the other video, so check that out. Heading back inside now.
The number of PhDs in history, political science, that will be written in years ago. Shortage of presidents. All the scholars that have. I can tell long after
Head up to deck 7 now to show you the fitness center and the wellness areas. Here's the spa wellness. Not open quite yet today, but we'll get some massages in here once they open. Puts that on our schedule for sure. And here's the fitness room. The gym was well loved on our cruise, with plenty of dedicated travelers getting in their workouts every day. There's a stretching/yoga area, plus a range of cardio machines, 4 treadmills, 2 rowing machines, and 2 exercise bikes. There's a small weight room area too, with dumbbells, kettlebells, and 3 cable machines. So it's got all you need to keep up with your fitness routines. Good morning. Hello, good morning. Deck 9 here has the Lidstrom Specialty Restaurant. This space is open for meals for guests staying in the suites, and then other guests can pay a fee also to enjoy their dining in here. So included for suites, certain suites, and a fee for others. This is Lidstrom. Finally, we'll head up to the top decks. A couple good things up here. Start at the very back. Walk around, because this has some hot tubs out here and an infinity pool, heated. Your towels here. Some covered seating areas. There's the bar. Don't know if they have this open much. We've not seen it open on our voyage in this part of the world. I don't know if they open it up out in Alaska. You got your hot tubs. and the infinity pool. There is an explorer's lounge, an observation lounge at the very top of the ship at the front, and that is your main bar, so you can go there and enjoy all your cocktails and drinks, some other activities, just relaxing, enjoying the views maybe. Up here on 10, just ahead of the pool deck, is the sauna. There's men's and women's changing rooms, and then you meet in the sauna in the middle. It's got lockers in here and showers. Then you grab your towels and the big sauna space. Right there, all the views. We've sat here during the week and watched whales while we relaxed. This is the Explorer Lounge right here. It's quite a large space. See, people are up already early looking for whales. Got their binoculars out. Binoculars are provided in your cabin, so they're yours to use during your voyage. And you can see a large variety of comfy seating here. Plenty of window views. Come all the way to the front here. Again, all kinds of nooks and little areas for you to relax, set up in here. Some day beds at the very front. Got a maps and charts table here. Piano. And then this is the main bar where you're going to get your bar service. And they do have some pastries out throughout the day, cookies and things like that. If you want a sweet treat, that is a spot to get that. But look at us, a little couch, living room area, some games. So this is the main hub where you're going to find people settling in during the day to hang out and watch for wildlife while you're cruising. And finally, we'll head up the stairs here and outside. You get great perspective from being outside at the top deck. There's a little fitness area as well. You've got a track here for walking, jogging if you like. A little short track. Then people are out this morning. We are sailing toward Icy Bay, so we're going to have a day in the fjord today, doing our activities in Icy Bay. We've been sailing for a couple of days, so this is our first day of doing some expedition activities in Alaska. The trip started in Vancouver and we will end in Nome. 17-day voyage, so there's still a lot ahead of us. We'll show you this one little area here, up here for great. A little loud here, the engines are loud, but this is a little workout outdoor gym area here as well, hanging bars, things like that. So you can come out here and get a workout in as well, a little variety of body weight exercises. So that is the tour of Roald Amundsen. Like I say, coming up right now is all the highlights from our trip. We departed Vancouver and sailed north through Canada's Inside Passage. Our first expedition landing came at Misty Fjords. The skiff tour began in the rain, but cleared to reveal cascading waterfalls, seals, and seabirds against sheer granite cliffs and dense rainforest. Southeast Alaska quickly showed why this region captivates travelers. Magical fjords, glaciers, icebergs, whales, and bears. We visited Wrangell, Sitka, and the quiet fishing community of Elfin Cove and Icy Strait before arriving at Icy Bay. We got to Icy Bay on a stunning day, and it was our turn to go kayaking in this beautiful place. Mount St. Elias rose dramatically to more than 18,000 feet above us. We paddled kayaks through the calm waters, taking in the scale of Wrangell St. Elias National Park. We went kayaking just once on our cruise. This activity has a fee, and they work to get everyone out who wants to go during the cruise. I like the smaller expedition cruises where you can go a lot more often. We have a full day at sea today on board. Over the past week, we've come from Vancouver all the way through Southeast Alaska doing all this. Now we are in the Gulf of Alaska. Going across today, the next 10 days we're going to be in the Aleutian Islands. Over the next 10 days, we explored islands rich with bears, seals, sea lions, and seabirds. In Old Harbor on Kodiak Island, we became the first commercial cruise ship to visit the Aleutian community. Residents welcomed us warmly, sharing their culture through song and dance. Cruisers took walks to the historic church, community farm, and other traditional sites throughout the village. At Katmai National Park, we watched brown bears grazing along the shoreline on 2 different outings. These were among the trip's true highlights. On Unga Island in the Aleutians, we hiked through an abandoned ghost town once active during the gold rush. In Unalaska, we checked out Dutch Harbor, America's top commercial fishing port and a key World War II site. We've been on our walk here in Unalaska, and there are eagles everywhere you look, claiming their spots on the top of these white poles all through town. This is amazing. later on St. Paul Island in the Pribilofs, we hiked to see the world's largest northern fur seal colony, and a cliffside rookery filled with puffins, auklets, and other seabirds. We are on St. Paul in the Pribilof Islands and come ashore for a day with HX Expeditions, and we've come down to the beach, and this is home of one of the largest fur seal colonies in the world. Weather prevented our landing at St. Matthew Island, so the final days became quiet sea days aboard the ship. Alaska is always amazing, and overall this trip with HX was enjoyable. It was a fantastic experience to get to the remote Aleutians and beyond, to see the landscapes and learn about the history and culture from the people who still call these places home. The wildlife and scenery is worth the trip alone. We had quite a bit of downtime on the route though, with several days with no expedition activities. The ship does feature nice amenities like the pool, hot tubs, sauna, and fitness center. The food is plentiful, so we were able to keep busy eating too. We especially enjoyed our suite, spending a lot of time watching the scenes from our panorama windows and enjoying the wonderful service from our steward, Renz. We finished the journey in Nome, arriving on the Seward Peninsula just 150 miles from Russia, completing an 18-day voyage across Alaska's wild coast and bringing home plenty of cool memories from our first cruise with HX Expeditions. Like this video? Please hit the thumbs up and consider subscribing. We'll see you in the next adventure.